Good news, everyone. This episode of Flipper Flicks is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. We recently joined as a member, and you can too. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Cue the singing giraffes!
Hey, welcome back to Flick Flicks. I'm Tim, and here we review movies where the reviews are chill and the attitudes are chiller. Over to you, Adam. That's all I got.
Hey, all right. Well, if you didn't know, his name is Tim. I'm Adam. And like I said, we're Flipper Flicks. We are basically a book club for movies. And we got some social medias. We're on Instagram and Twitter at Flipper Flicks. And we run our episodes at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Whatever you want, you know.
Wait, 1 p.m. on what day? Did you tell them? Or is it just 1 p.m. every day?
It's 1 p.m.
every 2 weeks?
From 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. you can listen in on our episodes, even if they go over 60 minutes. But anytime after that, or before that, it's a no-go. It's really on Thursday. You can come listen to us on any of your podcasting platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm Sam.
Who are you?
I'm actually here regularly as well,
No,
but
she's
Adam
not.
just got on a roll, and so I was like, we'll just let him go.
He had it under control. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
100%.
So this week we watched Attitude Test, and we did that because it was a pick 3, right?
Yep, it was our pick 3.
So Tim, did you pick Netflix? How did this go
I
down?
think so. Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Tim picked Netflix. I picked Gal Pal movies.
Oh, that's right, because Tim wouldn't have picked Gal Pal
No,
movies.
And then what number did you choose?
I think 39. Does that sound
39.
right?
Yeah.
She did.
If yeah, hopefully that's right. So that gave us Attitude Test, which is a Chilean film. So that's new for us.
Yep.
And I got the synopsis right here. 4 high school seniors steal an important college entrance exam and go on vacation to study, but accidentally lose the exam while partying. I mean, that sounds plausible.
That is it.
The scores are for IMDb. It got a 2.4 out of 10. Is that our lowest?
Mm-hmm.
It has to be. 2.4. Hardcore. Google did not give it a pass. It is a 53%, which is also a very low Google
It is extremely
review.
low, yeah.
Lowest?
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like there was one in the 40s, but that's really low. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Letterboxd gave it a 2.3 out of 5. So do we not have a Rotten Tomatoes score for this one?
This one is not on Rotten Tomatoes, so I brought in Letterboxd because I was like, might as well add something in for...
To substitute for Rotten Tomatoes. That's interesting that it's not on Rotten Tomatoes.
Right?
So maybe Rotten Tomatoes just gave it a pass. They were like, we're not watching this movie.
I mean, it is weird, especially for something that's available on like Netflix. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a Netflix original.
No, yeah.
I didn't get that impression, at least.
No, I don't think it was. It didn't say it was.
But we're branching out. We got to watch a full-on Chilean film.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know much about Chile.
I don't
This
either.
is what I learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially their SAT. Their SATs are scored out of 800 in total. While the U.S. it's 850 for just reading and then 800 for reading, 800 for math.
Yeah, I thought the U.S. was out of like
It's out of
400.
It's out of 1600 total.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't math.
I think there's a writing section
Yeah, I
that can
thought there
also
were
give
3
you.
sections.
There are, but typically you just read off reading and writing, reading and math,
Okay.
and those equal 1600.
We don't care if you can write. We only care if you can read.
Yeah.
Yeah, which also threw me off the whole movie when they're like, "I'm hoping for a 550 out of
Yeah.
You're
just
like-
overall," and I'm like, "What?"
I
Yeah.
think that's low, but it's
Confusion.
been a while.
It's like it's been a few years since I've been in high school, but I'm pretty sure a single score of mine was higher than that. I know it was, but
Yeah.
we won't get into that.
Well, spoiler alert before we get any further.
Yeah.
Technically, that was all just about Chile's education system.
Right,
We
yeah.
didn't really spoil anything. But I think we can start off right at the beginning. My biggest beef point. Not my biggest beef point. My first beef point.
What was your
What?
expectation?
No,
Yeah,
we're just
girl.
going in.
Girl, what was your expectation?
Dive in on this.
Yeah.
She's just like, I need to go.
I need to go. What was my expectation? That's
Yeah,
a good
as
question.
a pick 3.
Well, pick 3's always... Well, I can't say they always end up weird because we got, like, the ring out of it.
And we got Anna,
Yeah.
2019.
But I do think we watched the trailer for this one.
We did.
I did not.
And it looked... Shocker.
I know. I feel so shocked.
And it looked like a typical, like, I don't know, party high school movie. So my expectations were not very high. I would say I was, like, ready... I was ready to watch it. I was hoping it would be funny because the trailer kind of peaked that it would be funny. But the trailer was also kind of confusing, so I was like, who knows what's going to happen.
It's also marked as a comedy.
Yeah, in this bag of tricks.
I'll go next. I don't know what I was expecting because I kind of saw that it was a rated 2.4 out of 10.
Oh, you saw that early on.
Yeah, I saw that before we watched it because I Googled it and I was like, what is this film? Oh, it is rated really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what are we getting ourselves into here?
Plus, you've never heard of it, right?
I've never heard
and
of
it's in the
it.
gal pal movie genre.
Yeah.
How did
I
that
know.
make you feel since that's what you picked?
I'm going to be honest. I expected it to be a gal pal movie, but I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek of my thoughts. I don't consider it gal palish,
I can see that.
but yeah.
We'll get into that.
I also read some YouTube comments that, well, let's put an asterisk on me reading because it was all in Spanish. I do not read Spanish.
You translated?
I did some translating on my own by it saying Spring Breakers,
Yeah.
which is it's a movie done by the director of Moondog,
Oh, okay.
or Beach Bum, I guess. But yeah, I was expecting kind of a bastardized version of that, even though I've not seen it, but I know the premise of it.
People go on spring break.
4 girls go on spring break
Okay.
and have parties instead of doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
So, Tim, what were your expectations?
Oh, man. I mean...
How many tests did you expect to take?
moment we said we were going to watch that, I think I moaned and groaned.
More or less than Twilight.
More.
Definitely more.
I mean, because I was like, all right, cool. You know, something for Chile. Never been there, don't know much about it. Maybe we'll go dive into that a little bit, get to see some of that and whatnot. But other than that, I was not excited because it's obviously not my type of movie. But yeah, we'll leave it there.
You don't surf the gal pal section all the time?
Yeah, well, you know what? I had seen 1 through 38 and then, 40 through 51, so I
You
just
just like,
somehow
skip
missed
Skip
this
this
one.
one. I will say I found the gal pal movie genre on Netflix when Sam was watching Wine Country.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm gonna write that down because Tim's gonna hate it. So that is how we got to where we are today.
So I'm realizing that a lot of the movies we pick because
We want to
know
see
they were gonna
Tim.
hate it.
We're like,
That's
what?
fair.
What will get a good reaction out of
That's
Tim?
fair.
What's gonna make some good content?
Yeah, exactly. We just hate things so passionately that it's great to listen to.
I know.
Oh gosh.
We don't want to hear you being like, "This was amazing." We want to hear
You want me to
what
shred
on
it?
earth
Yeah.
did I just
Yeah.
watch. But Sam, you can go to your big beef point.
My big beef point. It's not even a big point. I don't know why I was trying to jump the gun with it. It was one of the first sort of things that happened that confused me, and that happens a lot in this movie. A lot of things confused me,
Yeah.
I think. I'm not even sure that, like, I was saying before we hopped on this call, I'm not even sure that they're, like, beef points. They're just, like, question marks about this movie. So the first one is, how do you say her
Whose?
name? The model's name.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, I have no
Thank you.
idea. Because it didn't sound like they were
Yes,
saying
sure.
it. Like, yeah.
yes, you. Yes,
Yeshu.
you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeshu?
Yes.
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 Yes,
Go like you're saying yes.
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 Yeah.
Yeshu.
Shoe.
Yeshu. Okay. Because, yeah, I was, like, reading it like you would English, but
Just
that's
chew.
not how they said it, obviously. So, anywho, her family is, like, really upset that she's going to walk away from her modeling job to go to college. And, like, she wants to be a nurse, which is funny because her dad's not even upset that, like, she wants to become a nurse. He's more upset that she wants to become a student in college. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, it'd be one thing if he was, like, upset that she wanted to become a nurse because of whatever reason. That doesn't make any sense. But, like, he's more upset that she just wants to go to college, which I found very odd.
Yeah. I wrote that down. And he, like, stopped, like, mid-street.
It seemed like it.
In the middle of the road. Look, it's you. We got the nice...
Oh, that part.
Like, bus stop.
Oh, my... Yeah. That pissed me off. I was like, are you kidding me? Like...
Yeah, it pissed me off, too.
And I feel like if you've been a model for a while, which it kind of seemed like, then wouldn't you kind of be used to seeing your face?
Now, I would say the opposite.
Dad would still
I feel like she was just emerging. Like, she had done it for a while because the Instagram thing was on me. Like, people knew her from that. But I think she was just emerging into the actual, I don't know, signage, I guess. I don't know what the word before it, but
based on, like, the girls when I think they were in the city of Santiago. Santiago. Anyways, those two girls that she ran into.
Yeah.
The yogurt shitting girls.
Yeah.
They were like, oh my God, you got up. Like, you became a full-scale model.
Right.
We're only on Team Yell or something, which is definitely not what it was. But
yeah, I guess I thought she had been in a while, though, because Connie, that was her name, right?
Yeah.
Connie was narrating in the beginning and said that she gained weight to try to get out of modeling. So it made me feel like she had been modeling for a while. But maybe she had just started and was like, oh, if I gain weight and just, like, stop getting gigs, then it'll be a natural progression into nursing and college versus just like, hey, I'm quitting. But that's the other thing that doesn't make sense. Like, you could model on the side while you're going to college.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. We saw Anna, and she had to do full-time modeling, even with her KGB stuff.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I don't know. That was just so weird.
So weird.
I think I missed that part because I was writing down during, like, that weird intro. It wasn't that weird of an intro. It's pretty, like, teenage, like, party, like, intro style.
I hated it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, there's a person that put their finger in a pencil sharpener and then the finger
got
came,
cut off.
Yeah. I was writing that down, like, the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, that intro was really weird. Like, it was, like, animated and just some weird shit happened like that. And I don't know what else I saw. I'm pretty sure there might have been people having sex in cartoon form.
It seemed like it, yeah.
And I was like, what is happening?
Oh, that definitely could be possible with
the
this
rest
movie.
of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. And then fingers getting cut off. It was a wild intro.
It really was. But did you see that Sam had a Shining poster on her wall?
Nope.
I did. I was pretty happy to see that.
Yeah. I was too distracted by the fact that they were calling the one guy fetus face, and I thought that, which I thought was hilarious. But I thought that was the guy that Sam was making out with, but that was the guy that Connie was making out with.
I think they both did.
Both fetus face?
Yeah.
Was it the same guy? Like,
also,
that was very confusing.
Was that a translation thing where it was actually supposed to be baby face? Like,
probably.
I'm pretty sure
I like to believe it was called fetus.
I like that they
because I was like,
that.
okay, that's very weird. I feel like that's just supposed to be baby face, but like,
honestly, fetus face is way funnier.
well,
yeah,
it's a huge baby face. That person didn't even have a face; they're a fetus. Like what?
I think I'm gonna note that. Be like, instead of calling somebody baby face, just call them fetus face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll go way better, I think.
Yeah, no, it definitely has a
Max
negative
confusion.
connotation. Yeah.
But dude, the amount of coverage for the SATs is insane.
I don't understand that either.
What the fuck is this?
Like,
and that's what confused me even more when her dad didn't want her to be a student. It's like, this shit's a huge deal. And then he's like upset that she wants to do well on it. I don't know. Wouldn't that even be better for her career as a model? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, and because he was excited at first. He thought she was going to take another modeling class. So, like, I mean, I'm all about, like, following your passions or whatever, like a typical millennial. But, like, she could have just taken, like, fashion in college, and then it probably would have made him happy.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. Because they were in SAT prep classes. That's how they all met. I was under the impression that they were all, like, best friends, not carnivorous plant.
Yeah, she seemed like she wasn't,
totally
like,
just,
part
like,
of the group, really. She kind of just butted her way in.
Sam also doesn't seem like she's part of it like later on in the film.
Yeah, she's kind of like bitchy to them.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Once they get there. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But they seemed buddy-buddy at first.
Right.
But I think the only two that actually have a sort of friendship are Connie and
Yeshu.
Yeshu, because I don't know, maybe Sam tangentially, like maybe she was more of like a
I feel like
not
she was
a
more of
best
Connie's friend.
Yeah, like just more of a rando friend.
Yeah, it definitely felt like later on that it was mostly about those two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you guys, Tim, did you catch the drawing? The carnivorous plant drawing?
I don't think so.
In the classroom?
Oh my god, it was frightening.
Oh,
No, I don't
yeah.
think I did, actually.
I'm going to do a very brief and not detailed description.
Yes, please don't.
That time of the month,
Oh, God.
just drawn.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the professor, which we'll get into how confusing he is later. But when he was in there, they were like showing him and it was in the background and I'm like, why do we need to keep looking at this?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
this
she
is just-
didn't notice it.
Yeah.
I
and
paused
then-
and rewound.
Yeah, thanks for that. And
You're
so
welcome.
then I couldn't like not see it. But speaking of, I guess, like interesting drawings, I really liked that Sam filled out the Scantron in the shape of
A member.
a member. Because I just thought that was
Oh,
funny.
yeah. Yeah.
That's like a typical high school thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nice.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
I got a good chuckle out of it, too.
I don't know that I've ever turned in anything that was like doodled in Scantron, but I know people always chatted about like making patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I got real OCD. Not OCD when I was taking it, but I had that like mental freak out whenever I got too many patterns going on.
Yeah,
or,
like too many in a row.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
A, B, C,
Yep.
D, E, A, B, C, D, E. And you're like,
Also, you've heard, like, you would hear things about how if you have too many in a row, one of them's definitely wrong. Like, the
Yeah.
probability of one of them being wrong is, like, 100%. And you're like, fuck!
But
I know.
But
I
then
do
you go
not-
back and look and you're like, but they're all correct!
yeah.
And then they're all wrong.
It's a very stressful time.
Yeah.
I had a high school teacher tell me that in the past he gave a true or false test where all of them were true.
Yeah, I've heard of
Oh.
that, yeah.
And yeah, he said it kind of was a bit too psychological warfare-y.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So he
Like-
didn't
I
do
would
it
have changed
again.
my answer. One of them, I'd have been like, nope, definitely gonna change one
Yeah,
of them.
I would have changed it. Yeah, I would have been like, there's no way. This is too
Yeah.
I would have been
I
like
call bullshit.
hurting my head trying to read them, like trying to figure out if there's some wordplay shit in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like with true false questions, you look for anything that says all or every
Yeah, all
single.
this bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a
No,
tip
no.
for our high school listeners if we have any. Look out for that.
Yeah, look for terms that kind of like include everything rather than just individual events.
Yeah. We are here.
Write
teaching.
that down.
Getting the
Right,
kids
jot
through high
that
school.
down.
Yeah, one podcast at a time.
Do not follow these people's instructions. Also,
Oh, definitely not.
they took like I was so confused because like I guess maybe us taking notes kind of pulls us out of the film a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You could say that.
I was trying to keep up with it, and I'm like, they're already stealing the test.
Yeah, it was like immediately.
They're like
I thought
discuss
it was,
me.
I thought I was halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
I paused it. I was like, 20 minutes. What just
Well,
happened?
because yeah, it doesn't make any sense because you don't know if they're friends yet, right?
Yeah.
But like they kind of seem like they are. And then I guess Sam was maybe making out with the dude while Connie was too. Like that's up in the air and a question mark. And then all of a sudden they're just like on Skype or Zoom being like, "Let's steal a test," and you're like, "Wait, what
Yeah,
is
hold up.
happening?"
Yeah.
Like, how did you come up with this all of a sudden? I don't know. It was very bizarre.
I did like that Yeshu's her video was cutting out.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a nice
That
little
was
touch.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she
Like,
was like,
I will give the movie like points when I see it.
I mean, it had
Props.
redeeming points, but like,
Just ugh. And then I was really confused by like some of the outfits. Like, did they have a school uniform? Because two of the girls
Yeah, I
were
don't
wearing like shirt and ties, and then like Planta was not. And then Sam,
I'm pretty sure Planta was actually just a plant.
I'm
I don't know about her.
She was very good at being awkward. I
Yeah.
liked that a lot.
No,
I
she
was
was
like,
enjoyable.
she's nailing this.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. She was probably my favorite of the four,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
which is funny because she was just like she was known as the freak, Like each of them had like a little title.
Oh, yes.
The goth, the virgin,
Yeah.
the freak, and then I don't know what Connie's
Yeah,
was.
I didn't catch
Connie. Well, she calls
The
her like an
bitch.
attention whore or whatever.
Well, this is like at
Center
the
of
beginning when
attention.
they're like,
Yeah, but I was just trying to think of like back like throughout the movie, trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But she doesn't really have. Yeah.
who knows? Somebody who watched the movie better than
Probably.
us.
Well, there's a lot going on when they were going over their titles, and I think they showed their their prep scores too, and so I was trying to keep up with all of that in case any of it was important.
They were
And
all
then
like
none
the
of it was.
400s, right?
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah,
bit.
they were all in the 400s, and I'm like, again, I had to like look up in the middle of the movie, like, what is the max score you can get on the Chilean SAT?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, 400 overall, what?
Yeah, exactly. Craziness. And another thing I didn't understand was how, okay, so like they have taken their prep test, right? And then the professor dude like calls them into like the after school special class or whatever. And then like they're just getting up and leaving because they don't feel like it. And he just kind of like lets them leave.
Yeah.
But then he gets involved later on, and I'm just like, wait, if this is mandatory, like, why aren't you, like, reporting them to the principal or something?
I thought this wasn't, I thought they went and paid for, like, another, like, they were clients.
Like,
to
he
this
was
guy.
a tutor type?
Yeah, based on his conversation with his boss.
Oh,
Because she was bitching at him, we need good clients, we need them to test well, so we can get more clients.
Oh, I thought she was the principal because he was, like, in the school posting
I
the...
don't know.
See? More confusion.
Yeah,
posting the scores.
No, I'm on the same boat. I'm completely confused now, and I was before. So
Either way, if they are paying, you would definitely want them to stay, I would think,
Yeah,
so
you
that
would
you could
think.
get more people. But then also you already have their money, so maybe you let them leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. His whole role was very confusing. Like
I
he
didn't
just
get
kept like showing up and like,
He knew exactly where they were at all times.
yeah,
Yeah,
like that was
what?
creepy.
Yeah, I'm like, did you bug their phone?
Yeah, and like he kept trying to emphasize that like, oh, this would look bad if you were here in a bar with me, and like he was just being like really creepy,
just super
and
weird. Yeah.
He was basically stating the obvious. Like,
Yeah.
it is awkward that four 18-year-old girls are with some old man in a bar.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they tried to just put an adult character in there and just like kind of leave him. They were like, we need an adult character. We'll just like make it a tutor or professor or whatever. And then
Right.
he'll just be like a side whenever we need an adult.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it felt like.
I didn't get that. But they finally make it to Santiago.
I thought they were from Santiago and they made it to some R city.
You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we
I
are
was
not...
lost. So.
Just because, like, when they're in the gas station, the drum circle people behind them are like,
Oh my God,
they
the
call them
drum
like
circle.
Santiago, like,
Oh yeah.
rich bitches sort of situation.
Yeah, they called them ghetto rich or whatever, like
Yeah.
rich ghetto girls
Yeah,
or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not get that.
I
didn't
really
either.
love. I loved the Connie. I think it was Connie that said it. That was like, listen up, you're gonna be late to your drum circle. Like they're not gonna miss a drum. There's like
Right.
thousands of drums. I was like, ooh, bird.
And also the fact that he said we're gonna be late to our drum circle. I was like, oh my God. I don't know
Did
if
that
I'm gonna
just
go-
come out?
I don't know if that's like a cultural thing that they have a lot of those, or if it's like popular there. But I was just like, what?
We
We
got
have a
plenty
lot of
down
them.
here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know.
But
I'm
I don't
like,
think
it's
I don't
just-
think there's a timeliness thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just kind of, it's like just like a social like show up and drum dog kind of thing. Feel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
Yo, dude, like we're just gonna drum together.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I feel about it. I was
let's
like,
have a good time, man. Just chill.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was great that he was uptight about it though, because I
No,
feel
it
like
was
if I was gonna go to if I was gonna go to a drum circle, I would want to be on time.
She would.
Agreed.
Adam, we got to be there at 4 p.m. That's when it starts.
You got to see when it all is going down and what's happening, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't want to be the first to a drum circle.
you gotta start it right. Yeah.
Yeah, just bring your jump.
But if you're a regular, would you want to be?
I
on
think if I was a
time?
regular, or like if I was the person like creating it.
I actually just need someone that goes to drum circles to
Hit us
give
up
us
on
some
Instagram or
some
Twitter.
information, because I feel like maybe after you've done it for a while, like maybe you would come early so you could see your buds
Chat,
before you had to immediately start jamming out,
Yeah.
right?
I think there's a little bit more like, paraphernalia
yeah.
that might be passed around beforehand.
Yeah, you got to make sure you
Yeah.
have that.
Gotta
Like,
get yours.
I just, yeah. Somebody help us out on this drum circle situation.
We're not hip with the youths.
Yeah, we don't know.
youths.
Although that guy was kind of old.
What?
That guy was kind of
Yeah.
old. Or he was our age, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go ahead and guess he's closer to our age. So hip with our own age.
Yeah,
There you go.
true.
But
That was a big
can we
fan.
talk about how dumb the girls are?
Sure.
Well, Connie especially. Oh, are you guys skaters?
I loved
my
that
God.
Martin. I think it was Martin. He was like, "No, we're surfers." Like, duh.
Dudes come up
Like,
and
literally just came out of the water. Like,
Yeah.
wearing wetsuits, just pulled down partially because you gotta show that ripped bod. Mm-hmm. And then they're carrying surfboards. Are you guys like skaters or something? The fuck you mean?
Yeah, like definitely
Don't
not.
forget the fact that Yeshu or whatever drops her popsicle, and he picks it up
Yeah.
and gives it to her, and she starts wiping it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
started
yeah, she
wiping
did
it
do
off.
that.
I was like, "Are you gonna eat it still?" Like, there's no way.
Oh.
Like, give me a break. I can't handle this.
Maybe that's why he offered to buy the ice cream, because he's
I
like, "You're
think
not
so.
seriously gonna
Yeah.
eat that."
Yeah, I
like
think that is why.
Like, let me get you a fresh one.
Like, seriously, don't eat that.
Yeah.
You're not that dumb, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. They are really terrible at studying.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I just
Holy
felt like they
shit.
were high schoolers. Like, obviously the temptation would be there, and they already. I mean, yeah, they were gonna do it. They were gonna not study. Like, it was just. I mean, it's just how I felt about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and I just don't understand why they went there.
It was supposed to be like yeah, because they were like, okay, you're gonna go there and pretend to be partying, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
study the test so nobody knows that you have that copy.
Yeah,
That's
and I
like
think
how
it
I
was,
understood it. I
that was
like,
their plan?
Yeah.
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 I didn't catch that.
And I was
just
like,
confused.
wait. You're gonna pretend to be partying
Yeah.
as an excuse to hide studying. And
Yeah. Like.
how does anybody fall for that?
They go around telling everybody, yeah, I got to study for my SAT.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even take the SAT. Oh, I took it and I got a 720.
Yeah.
Damn, surfer, bro.
Yeah, Surfer Bro is smart, apparently. No, but it was just confusing, because, like, they were also staying in Yeshu's apartment, right?
No,
Like,
it's her friend's apartment.
okay,
Yeah.
well, whatever. It's somebody's connection, so it's not like it was, like, a study camp or something. Like, couldn't
Right.
they have just studied in Santiago?
No.
I don't know. I didn't understand why they were there. I didn't get that whole plan. Like,
I think they wanted to get out of town so that nobody knew that they had
they
the
had
test.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that
just
being said,
Turned into some weirdness because the professor got involved.
yeah, why wouldn't you go to the city over that isn't like a party city?
Or, yeah, I don't know.
Well, they were supposed to fake partying, but they can't put it on their Instagram
Right.
that they were partying, which also is
So how
backwards.
did people know you were partying?
Like,
Snapchat?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
partying, bro.
Like,
Maybe that's how he knew where they were,
oh, could be.
right? Like,
Maybe?
Snapchat puts your location down if you open the app.
Does it?
Yeah, it got real creepy for me. I deleted it.
I don't know.
I think the apartment was one of those, like, the team girls that she met downstairs, down on the beach.
That would make sense.
Like, it wasn't those two in particular, but, like, it was one of that group of people.
Okay, I'll buy that.
The yogurt shit people.
The shitting yogurt people, yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to sell a healthy product.
Yeah.
That's what they describe themselves as. I swear. One of them always was like, we should be studying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It was
constantly
like, they
said
would
it.
rotate it. They would rotate which one would say it, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tim, you don't know?
I don't know. This whole movie.
Then they meet Benji.
Yes.
The most
What an
awkward-
entrance!
What an entrance.
That was pretty great.
That was a funny scene. And then, like, the awkwardness in the elevator.
Yes. But I loved how he just copped up to it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm Benji. I was the guy you walked in on.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight like, yeah, that was me. Yeah. Let's get it over with.
Yep.
Rip that band-aid off.
I loved it.
I just thought
But
it was good that like at random that they like were just in the elevator and all of a sudden they were out there hanging out. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It just felt really weird and like I don't know. That was weird. That's all I got.
And he's
for
like, I want to study to be a hydraulic engineer or a
it. Or
photographer.
a photographer. Yeah.
Right, because those aren't completely different.
Well, it sounded like in the end it was because his parents probably were pushing for the hydraulic engineering.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they were upset that
And
he went
would become
photography.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Definitely.
Photography. A photography.
He was just a photography book.
Yeah.
Man, he got a perfect score on his SAT though.
He did.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
And
He
so
just
did
wanted a
the
550.
clerk.
Right?
I
loved
loved that so much. I was so happy that he was just chilling there, like, yeah.
Just with that creepy smile.
He was
he was
creepy,
kinda
but I
creepy.
liked him for some reason. It just, I don't know. Like, he stuck it to him, and then he just, I don't know. I thought he was pretty funny at times, but.
Yeah, I think I liked that he was basically just like calling them on their BS because like this whole movie is kind of like BS. So like to have an inside character be like calling them on it, I liked.
Yeah.
So to give a picture of what this guy looks like, he was just like a balding man sitting behind a
gas station.
gas station like convenience store, and he's just staring at them. He catches Sam stealing something.
Mm-hmm.
My Sam right here.
Yeah, definitely me.
She being thief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they stole something, and then bit bam boom. He's just like, are you forgetting anything?
And then he simultaneously pisses off the drum circle people behind them. It was great. I liked it.
Yeah, I just wanted you guys to get a nice image of him. He's an ass.
A 36-year-old man that got a perfect score on the SAT.
That is true.
And he didn't even have a high school diploma, is what they said?
Yeah. So he's going places.
But the parties they went to were kind of intense.
Yeah.
But Martin didn't even show up to the first one.
Rude.
Where Sam puked on somebody's shoe.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. They were drinking a lot. I don't believe they could drink that much.
No, that was a lot. And then they like recovered, no problem. Maybe I'm just old now, but I'm pretty sure it'd take me more than a day to recover after drinking like they were. I mean,
Well, Sam looked hungover.
Yeah, but that's it. Like she had one day, and then they went like what that night she was out drinking again or something.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hair of the dog, man.
That's true.
Yeah. But
I'm just kidding. I would be around a toilet for days if I drank like that.
yeah.
Going to bed for 3 days straight. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like,
Close all the blinds. It needs to be blackout in here. No noises.
But the last party they go to where it has Augustus Schuster.
Yeah.
I was like, I meant to look up if he's real.
Yeah. Well, I just loved how the Planta girl is all like, we're destined to be together.
Yeah.
It was written. And then she has like a little tattoo that's like in blood. Or
Yeah,
like she
he's like,
carved
"Is
it
that
into
blood?"
herself.
She's like,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It
Like
sure
it
is.
was so great. And then good old Augustus like actually kept talking to her for a few more minutes before he ditched her. And I was like, look at you. Look at you not ditching her right away. Because
Yeah.
if somebody said that to me, I would have been like, I gotta go. Like, it's been nice to meet you.
Somebody's
but...
calling, yelling. I don't know. I'm out though. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Dudeski's real.
Oh, he's real? Was
Yeah.
that actually
Wow.
him, too?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Look
pretty
at him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice
Well,
little
look at
fun
that.
fact.
Good for him. Being a real guy and whatnot.
Yeah.
cool. That's pretty cool.
For that party as well, I didn't understand why they brought the SAT test in the backpack to the party.
What the
Couldn't
fuck
they...
was the point of that?
Couldn't they just left it in the apartment? Like, why did you need it? Did you think you were gonna study?
Yeah. They were really bad at studying, so wouldn't surprise me.
It was so weird.
But dude, Benji, what a character. When Connie,
He's great.
so Connie and Yeshu get into a big old fight, and she storms off with the backpack. She calls him to pick her, like, so he would come pick her up. He's like, "Are we really friends, or are you just calling because you
Lonely
need
and
me?"
you need a ride. Yeah. No, he
Yeah.
was great. I like that he stood up for himself. Yeah.
I agree.
We were all Team Benji, guys.
Yeah,
100%.
I like that he stuck it to her.
100%.
Well, because she kind of seemed like, I don't know, she kind of seemed like she wasn't super great to any of her friends. And like she
Friends in air quote.
friends in air quotes, and she had like just met him. So
Yeah.
I think it was fair
Kinda
for him
caught
to be like,
on. Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say, especially in the room when she was like, you're together, and she's like, oh no way, we're friends, or or how could we be whatever after 2 days, and yada yada yada.
Right.
That probably wised him up a little bit.
Yup.
I think so.
Yeah, she was just needing a companion, I think.
Whatever. Benji was too good for her anyway with his perfect score.
Yeah.
They're just friends now.
Yeah, and that's a lot better than romantic.
Yeah.
Yes. But dude, I have a couple quotes from the party.
Ooh.
Have Martin is talking to Yeshu in the back room, and he's like, have you noticed the architecture of the house?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is some nice weather we're having here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But he used architecture.
It was 100% just to get her to walk around and find the room. Like, it was nothing.
Oh,
other than
yeah.
that.
Oh, definitely. I was just like, what the fuck type of architecture?
Well, could that have been a translation thing?
It probably was, yeah.
Like, did you... But I don't know what it would have been, right? Like...
Is this a cool house or something like that?
Yeah,
maybe, but-
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm willing to believe that it was architecture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the second quote I have is, because education is like an erection. When you have one, it shows. I loved that quote.
It was so good.
Well, because it's just a random dude that rolls up mid-conversation in the pool, and then he rolls right out. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, not a big deal. They're just like, okay.
Yeah, he's technically more than an extra, because an extra can only say 5 words.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I just learned that the other day.
So is he like a featured extra?
I don't know. But yeah, I think he's probably considered I don't know. He actually has words. A script.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at him
A
go.
line.
He delivered it flawlessly.
He did. He
did.
just floated on right by.
Cool guy's the MVP of this film.
Wasn't Zebra?
Oh my. Don't get me started on Zebra. He was frightening.
All right, let's get started on Zebra. So Zebra, this wannabe gangster.
I think he's a drug dealer,
Oh no, he's straight up a gangster.
but also a rapper.
A rapper, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's a drug dealer. Straight up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he like picks up Connie.
Yes, because she's like walking home, right? Alone, and Benji didn't come rescue her.
Yup. But yeah, I don't think he could have rescued her because Zebra would have found her first.
Yeah, true.
But woof. Zebra, scary guy.
I
Very
don't-
scary.
I don't know about scary as more as just, I don't know. I don't have a word for it because he didn't seem scary necessarily, but like, he was definitely controlling and was like, hey, you're mine now. So I don't know. I think he was just high. Just,
Yeah.
Oh, that could be better.
I also think they kind of needed like a pseudo bad guy.
Yep.
Like, not
Yeah.
a full on bad guy, but like somebody to kind of like do some shitty things. And so
Right.
they just made that Zebra.
Yeah, I feel like they could have just nixed the whole Zebra part and just left the bag
At the store.
at the store the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, like,
Because what did Zebra bring to the table? Like, they then went to his house to try to get it back, which it wasn't there, right?
yep.
And so all that happened was Planta took some drugs because of it.
Oh, she was just chewing on them.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was fucking great. I was like,
kept
did she
eating 'em.
take that? Like, she like bit it at first, and then
Yeah.
she took it. I was like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't one of them because I didn't think they were heart shaped. And then later on, she's like looking at her hand. I'm like, nah, she took it.
That
Keep
was
going.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and then they're in the cash register, like they're back at the cashier, and he's like, "What's the magic word?" Shoe.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. Planta was the MVP
God,
of the
she
movie.
Was.
Yeah.
She was. Fantastic.
But the point of Zebra was so that when Planta graduated, she became a rapper
Yeah.
and has a song with Zebra.
True. They needed her to succeed as a rapper, and they couldn't pair her with Augustus, even though she saved his life.
Yeah, she saves Augustus's life, and he's just like, "I'll defend you. She's part of my team now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch you in the face." Whoa, not the face. This is all you, dude.
I wonder, like, because, okay, so he played himself in the movie. How much of himself, like, I feel like you'd want to be you in that case, right? So
Yeah.
I wonder how much of it is actually his personality or if it's just pure writing. They're like, just be silly and do this. And, like, if it's, like, satirical towards his actual personality just because he's a rapper or whatever. Or not,
Yeah.
Is he a rapper? I don't remember.
It says he's a singer, dancer, actor.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't think
So
he's a
maybe
rapper.
it was just kind of like supposed to be a little satirical towards who he is as a person. Like,
Yeah.
ha ha ha, I'm an actor in real life, so don't hurt me kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Tim.
Sorry.
I meant to ask, you've seen all of Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
So, wasn't like Jesse's thing about like season 1, he put chili powder in his in his meth, right?
Yep.
Do you think that was kind of a callback when Zebra was like listing all the drugs he puts in and he's like, "Oh, and chili powder."
I don't know, honestly, because I didn't think about that. That's a good point to bring up. It very well could be, but we'll never know unless they say.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's kind of funny because now it makes me think, like, was that something that both the movie and Breaking Bad thought of? Because chili powder, you use it in a ton of recipes, like just randomly
Yes.
you use it. So I'm wondering if it's a very available thing in houses and people are like, oh, what's this? And they like throw it in their throats and it's like, great. So now it's got a chili powder kick to it. I don't know, but
Yeah,
so
like
that was
sweet.
my thought. Yeah. It's like, oh, cool.
Who was it, Sam? Oh, I'll take it. I like chili powder.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that scene was so weird, just to hop back to it. Like, where they were forcibly trying to be like, no, I'll take it first. No, I'll take it first. And it was like, just like them stalling. I don't know. It was too forced for me. I was like, wrap it up, girls. Wrap it up.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the dialogue just kind of felt boring.
Stupid, yeah.
Yeah, that's another word for it.
But I wonder how much of that was like maybe translations. Like, I'm willing to give that the benefit of the doubt, but also like they're young girls, right, in high school, so I don't know that they would want to give them like this immense vocabulary. So it's probably spot.
Which I like.
Yeah.
I like that because I hate when movies do like kids that are just you can tell
They
that an
speak
adult
eloquently.
an adult has written everything and blah blah blah. It's just annoying, but
You mean like the Goldfinch when he's like, I love Tolkien.
yeah, and I'm like,
Or
come on, dog.
Edgar Allan
But I felt like that was
Poe.
part of the character. If it's not part of the character and the kid is just
Right,
randomly
and they're
talking,
just like, but it's just weird to me when kids are just like completely super fucking geniuses, and like you know they're like it's obvious that they shouldn't be on the level that they are, like they're acting at, like they're making up. It's very clear that it's written and they're told to do things very specifically, and you're just like a kid just doesn't think like that, doesn't work like that. I don't know. So I guess it's kudos to this movie for not making these teenagers extremely smart.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think
Yeah.
they nailed the teenager.
They did
in that
teenager
aspect.
stupid stuff. So
Yeah.
so we can be happy with that.
yeah.
Tim, you got any more notes?
Oh, let me scroll through real quick. Oh, it was hard to take notes for this movie.
Yeah, I will say, like, because you gotta like pause it real quick and.
It wasn't even that. I was just like, Rihanna can vouch for me. I was rolling my eyes and moaning in oppression. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right
The whole
word.
time?
Moaning in hatred. There we go. For this fucking movie. Many times I wrote down, "What is this movie?"
Yes. Lots of confusion.
Oh, Benji or whatever. They put sunscreen on, right?
Yeah.
And then later on, he's just right after that. They're taking pictures. He's wearing a shirt. So I was like,
I did notice that.
I didn't
Yeah.
notice
Yeah,
that.
he put his shirt back on when they went in, like when he was gonna take photos of her.
yeah.
When he became photography.
Yeah, and those photos on the camera phone in black and white, so good.
So good.
Top of the line.
And then when Yeshu says "I love you" to the guy, the architecture guy, I was like, oh no.
And he's like, what? Oh, nothing.
nothing. Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Well, we're predating.
Oh
Yeah.
God, that's definitely a high school thing. Like somebody in
Yeah.
high school would say that, but
Yeah.
holy cow,
Bunch of nerds.
predating. Oh.
Well, like it's like something you don't want to tell people. Like you're Catholic. I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
No. Oh shoot, that's all I had. I don't got anything
All right.
else.
Sam had one other thing.
Yeah, I think I was just like really pissed at the end when they burnt the test, because like, why did we go through all of this effort of you guys going to Zebra to get the test, like happening back upon the mini mart to get the test, like why did you care that the test was gone if you were just going to be like, oh, fuck it, we know everything anyway? Like, that kind of, like, I was like, really? Like, everything else I was kind of willing to forgive in this movie, but that, I was like, come on!
Yeah.
That was all I had.
All right, I'll get into the cast then.
You do that.
We'll start with Connie.
Connie?
I'm going to just tell you guys now we know all these actors and actresses, and we've seen everything.
I recognized all of them.
Like Denise Rosenthal.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a Chilean name, but she was in Matriarchas, Corazon Rebelde, El Blog de la Feña.
Okay.
I understood that one, the last one.
I don't follow, but continue.
Yeshu was played by Meline Soto. She was in Buena Prof. Dos por Uno in Pharaohs. Sam was played by Constanza Piccoli. She was in Mama Macona. Dos por Uno. Hey! They did a movie together.
Nice!
Or TV show. A lot of these people have been in like Chilean, what I'm guessing is soap operas.
Ah, that would make sense.
Because they have like 80 to 100 episodes of stuff.
Well, and I feel like teenage stars, they just kind of pluck and chuck wherever they can, especially here, so that would make sense.
And then the last movie that the Sam chick was in was Aquí Mando Yo. Actually, that was a TV show as well.
Nice.
Planta was Fabriola Alarcon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. She's not been in anything
What?
else.
I was waiting so we could watch another movie with her.
Right.
Aww.
Nope.
That sucks.
Benji was played by Lucas Balmaceda. He was in a show called The Pack, Invisible Heroes, and then he's in 2 episodes of Narcos.
Nice.
So
Interesting.
you can actually see him in something. There are 80 episodes, so
Good luck.
Oh.
Martin is played by Augustin Silva. He's in Mary and Mike. Don't know that one. Crystal Fairy in The Magical Cactus.
Ooh.
That's
a
a Michael Cera film.
Oh, okay.
So I would actually sit down and for sure watch that. And then La Nana. Mm-hmm. There are 2 directors.
Oh, okay.
Fabrizio Capano. He is the first South American with a Netflix special, like comedy special.
Oh.
Okay.
He's considered one of the top Latin American comedians currently.
Nice.
So pretty cool. And then Augusto Mate. He's done a lot of producing. He did Much Ado About Nothing.
What?
What?
That was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful? How about
None
this
of the
one?
rest.
No, I don't.
How about the
hear it.
rest of this one? And the whole sky fit in the dead cow's eye.
Okay, I like
Ooh,
that.
can we
more,
watch
though.
that one?
Yeah, let's watch that one. I picked
Add
that one.
that
Let's
to the
do that
list.
one.
Yeah, Tim's up next, so heads up. But I really want to just make one last note that the guy that plays Martin straight up looks like a younger Rodrigo Santoro, which if you've seen Love Actually, Tim, have you seen that one?
No.
Great Christmas movie. He's also the God King in 300.
Oh, okay.
So if you Google him, you'll be like, oh, they do weirdly look alike.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
So I've been staring. One's Brazilian, one's Chilean. So
Like, throughout the whole movie, we're like, this guy looks familiar. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen him in anything. And then, of course, like, to prove his point, he pulls him up. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
yeah, I guess they look alike, Adam.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just tell him that Chilean wine is out of season. Adam, I know you
Nice.
got that, but
Yes, I did.
yeah. Sam, did you get that?
No.
So
It's
it's
an always
okay.
funny
We
thing.
can fill you in later.
I figured. I was like, I mean, that's like 90% of the jokes we make. So.
What? No.
Was that,
Prove
wait,
it.
hold on. Now we're just going to go there. Was that in the restaurant? One of the restaurant
yeah.
episodes? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I remember that. Where they were like trying to one up each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
For those drinking.
Oh, true. We forgot to tell you about that.
Well, Tim, let's start with you. Would you flip it on?
No.
Why?
What? No.
I hate this part though because I'm like, maybe if it's your genre, sure, but I'm just gonna say no. Like, cause okay,
You
no,
personally
I'm
would not flip it
100%
on.
No, I'm 100% saying no because
Not even on the fence
I
this week.
want a Chilean film. Show me some Chilean culture at least.
Oh,
Not
true.
just partying bullshit, high school stupid stuff. Give
Bullshit.
me a Chilean film. Like I'll take a rom-com 100% over that, because I guarantee a rom-com would include some kind of Chilean, I don't know, something, right? It wouldn't just be we went to a bunch of parties and different atmospheres and then ended up all, at the end of it happy and go whatever. No, flip it off.
How about you, Sam?
I loved it. I say this every episode now. I went back and forth on this. However,
Really?
because I actually thought it was really funny. I
can
What?
say that there were parts that
I
made me giggle, and I'm like, whatever, sure, but I hated. But
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Like, I thought it was fun. It was a fun movie. However, there was a lot of like graphic drawings, which is a no. Like, why were those? They didn't progress in any way. Like, there was no reason for them to be there. So that was kind of like, what? And also, like, a lot of the characters, as we were discussing, like the professor and who was the other one? The guy that floats by in the pool, even though he has a great line. Like, I'm not sure why he's there. So I think there was just a lot of like confusing muddling of the plot. And so I think like for that, I'm going to have to say flip it off because even though it's kind of short, it's not really a time commitment, but
It's not.
It's not really great either. What about you, Adam?
I'm going to go ahead and say no as well.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Have we had that recently?
No. One of us normally sticks a leg out for it.
Yeah. Not this one.
But for me, like, my issue was I picked a gal pal. I wanted a gal pal movie.
Yeah.
Right.
And I got 4 girls that were meh.
Yeah.
Like, one of them hated
We don't even know if
carnivorous
they
plant.
were pals.
I know. I don't know if they're pals. It's 4 gals. And I felt,
Is it for gals?
No, 4 gals.
Oh,
The
4.
number 4.
Not FOR. Yeah, because I'm not sure it's FOR gals.
Yeah.
No, some scenes I would say were more for guys.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say to that. But, I mean, if you're interested in a Chilean gal pals in air quotes movie, you want to watch a ripoff of Spring Breakers, flip it on.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like we said, it's not a big time commitment. So, like, if you're just looking for something and you don't really care if it's good, you could flip it on.
Yeah.
Do people do that?
I'm actually guessing if you're trying to, like, learn the Spanish language, dialogue like
It might
this
be
would be actually helpful.
Yeah, I could
Well,
see that.
I thought that, but then I read a comment on Letterboxd that somebody said that they couldn't pay attention in this movie because the Spanish was so different from, like,
It is.
Spain Spanish
Yeah.
that they only understood, like, 3 of the 10 words that were happening.
Latin American Spanish is very different than Spanish
Yeah,
Spanish.
so I would
Not
say
very, but
specifically if you want Latin American Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes.
you're
Because
going
I
to go to the
think-
Caribbean.
I feel like they had a lot of, like, decent, chunky dialogue that you would need to use. Like,
Yeah.
Sure,
they were,
conversation
it was
dialogue.
regular. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. So I feel like that would be helpful if you're trying to learn.
Yeah, I agree.
While watching The Road to El Dorado, even though you know the whole movie inside and out in
doesn't
English, telling people you're traveling to El Dorado.
Right. I also tried to learn, that was an out at me. I tried to
Yes, it
learn
was.
Spanish from that, and then I tried to learn Spanish from The Emperor's New Groove, and it turns out, like, you don't really need to know poison.
Or llama.
Which is, like, every other word. Yeah, so that didn't really help me out either. So maybe I should have turned this on.
Yeah. No, I don't know. All right, so Tim's up next week
Woo woo!
with his pick on the wheel. Let's see what Timothy gets. We're loading up the spinner now. Where it stops, nobody knows, except for the spinner. Sam, do you want to spin it for him?
No, every time I spin it, it's a mess.
Here we go. It is back at it again. We got our first back at it again, which is a fantastic new category.
Yeah.
What this one is Tim is going to pick a movie he saw in the past and give it another try. So this is typically going to be one that he was not necessarily the biggest fan of.
Hard.
Yeah. Now, like, because we've seen a lot more movies now.
Yeah.
So your palate changed.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
Does it have to be one that you didn't like?
No, we could be like one that you're even like meh, or do you want to include like it was all right?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to think.
I mean, I'd love to like watch a movie that I hated a long time ago and just see if my opinion changed.
Changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That
so we'll
was my
keep it with
initial
hated.
thought,
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
And we'll be back at it again next week.
Nice.
Bye.